right. Hey, Hammy, how are you doing? I am feeling way better. How are you feeling? Tagging, what's up? All right, man. Here's what we're going to do. So I'm going to continue the other drawing of the same pose that I started before because I still actually have the video footage of it. I just can't post it on Twitch. Now, this shouldn't get me banned because I censored the shit out of this. It is the same pose. But what we're going to do, I'm going to actually do a generalized drawing of this one, right? And you're not supposed to do that. And then I'm going to finish the other one that I was working on, but I'm going to put form into it. And so I'm going to make a video of this. That's what I wanted to do. And so my goal for today is to get as much done on this generalized drawing, how you're not supposed to draw, as I can. Why? My dad's here. I'm watching him. And then I'm going to essentially, he's asking a question. Essentially, I'm going to, if I have time and if I have the energy, I'm going to try to get a little painting done on the house just to keep it going. So that's what we're going to do today, and we're just going to get started with the pencil drawing. I'm going in with a B, bitches. There we go. All right. This isn't really sight size. Might be subject to change a little bit. Let's see, how big can we get it? We can get there, and this is a good size. I don't want to get too close. Midway. Twitch, this is classical drawing. This is not a hot tub thing. This is not porn. This is classical drawing. Don't ban me again, please. Yes, he's like, why? Why? Huh, okay. It's like, why? So I essentially draw as much with the erasers as I do the pencil. So the standing leg, let's put it, there's the, oh, I got plenty of space, okay. So, I'm going to be generalizing this, right? Essentially, that means it's not going to have solid anatomy. It's just going to be kind of curvy and such. It's the way that most people, I think, draw, and a little bit more stylized, maybe, right? So I want to have a clear contrast what to do, because so the video that I'm going to be making that I've been wanting to actually make for some time is on form. So what is form, right? And like, when do we start looking at form? And a lot of the stuff is I'm just going to be very repetitive in my videos about it because it's all kind of the same stuff. What exam do you have? So you finish high school? Sucks, man. I hate that stuff. I hate it so much. You okay, Dad? Just sitting there. I actually have a sensor right here. So it tells me when he gets up, which I don't really need because he's literally right here. But this comes in handy if, say, for example, I want him on the couch, he wants to be more comfortable, I put him in the background. I put a weight sensor underneath him and it notifies me when he gets up. Run over there, punch him in his face, and he goes back down. So we'll be starting high school in the fall. She's not looking forward to it. Math, literature, English, and one subject you can pick yourself. Art, history. You all right, Dad? How was everybody's weekend? Art history, yeah. I knew it. Yeah, this what I would have done. I would have taken art history. I did take art history, in fact. You never know that by talking to me right now. Used to know it though, man. I used to have tests all the time. Took AP, which is the college version, for the smartest of the smarts. It's horrible. You all right, Dad? You okay? Seem to be sitting there moaning, whining, saying, what the shit? High school are some of the most depressing and exciting years of my life. It's a very accurate way of putting it, actually. I am just so paranoid about getting banned. Like, I need to stop complaining about it, to be honest with you, because sometimes I kind of bring it on myself. But still, I am paranoid at this point in my life, getting banned from something. Every morning I wake up, am I going to be banned from YouTube? Am I going to be banned from Twitch? Stupid. I watched my nieces this week, and my 4-year-old niece had a sleepover, and they came over with Elisa. High school was the time when I found the atelier training and applied it to my own. I improved a lot. The funniest part was when Elisa was holding her 1-month-old cousin. She had a blowout of her diaper while she was holding her. Stuff's always pretty funny when that happens. One second, my mama's calling. I need to answer this, make sure she's okay. Red alert, red alert. Hey mom, how's it going? It's going good, it's going What university are you going to be attending? Tag in. Art, cool. Wondering about, okay, wondering about whether I should quit life or just put in this segment of my life. What are you talking about? What? I'm going to keep this very impressionistic right now, so for good reason. In the summer breaks, I'm coming to America to work and travel, hopefully. Dude, you have to visit if you come to America. I know it's expensive to travel, though, if you can. Is it, though? Oh, Anir, never kill yourself, ever, man. Don't do that. There's no way to do it. I don't know. Honestly, I would stop yourself from thinking about that stuff if I were you. You don't want to go there. Like, thinking about it's the first step. I would stop it before it gets like you get comfortable with thinking about it. Come on, man. Without emotions, we're just trapped souls in a body. Be an emo guy. Yeah, tagging. Be an emo guy, tagging. Andy, can you imagine tagging in as an emo guy? Hmm? 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 All right. Shit. You alright, Dad? You alright, old man? Gotta feed him soon. Throw him some peanuts. Eat. Die of cholesterol, so spare your efforts. I have to remember to generalize this because this is how not to draw, essentially. Though I am building it up like how you should build it up. Maybe I shouldn't. But I want it to be like proportionally okay, but smoothed and rounded and all this stuff, so that I can present a clear contrast of a drawing that is, built up the right way. So you don't understand this art, this type of art? How so, bro? How so, bruh? Yeah. Like Just figure drawing in general you don't understand? It's just, why naked though? Why not? Well, because it's, this is how you study the figures, so you can better know how to put clothing over them and such. It's, you get more subtlety with it, you understand subtlety, you learn how to draw properly. Figure drawing is one of the best ways because it's also very relatable, right? The human figure is the most relatable thing. If you can do a human, a face, right? And you can get the subtleties, you can do anything, man. Freaking Yoda over here. You all right, goat?
Yep.
Says yep. Yeah, you know, it's like it's important as an artist, if you're going to go into multi-figurative work, to know anatomy. You have to know anatomy. And also, not just anatomy, but understanding the human figure. The human figure, we can move them in any position we want. It also slowly moves, right? So we can get a wide variety of poses. Oh, great, my phone's about to die. We can get a wide variety of poses with just one person. And we get practice drawing a figure that moves, which is invaluable. Say, oh, but we can go out and draw trees. But you get the impression of the leaves with trees. You're not always drawing every single leaf perfectly. So you can, in fact, with the human figure, go into an in-depth study like no other, right? Granted, it is, you know, it can be a little expensive. Shoot, does this not freaking flip? This is problematic as hell. But not if I do this. Man, wait, it's still not working. Oh shit, this is sketchy. I'm gonna tape it. Give me a second. Yeah. If you draw and if you paint from the human figure, you're gonna make more advancements in your work than anything else. But you'll be able to do anything. I mean, you know, most of the work is figure work, right? Now, if you're going to landscape painting, fine. But still, figure work, you know, hones your eye you know, in helping you to be able to see proportions, all sorts of stuff. So it can also translate out into landscape painting, but, right, especially if you're going to be doing figure work, right? I mean, you don't want to be doing something with clothes, you know, that's covering the body, right? That doesn't work as well. This is very problematic. One second. This here. You know, you're not going to learn anatomy as easily as you otherwise would. Shit. Stay. Damn it. This is so dumb. Damn it. How am I going to do this? There we go. That's better. Louder. Hey, what's up? How are you doing? In the Renaissance, they mainly used clothes to enhance the form of the figure. Smart ass move. Yeah. But like even if you're putting clothes on the figure, right? The anatomy underneath in a good work is supposed to be kind of implied through it, and so you need to understand that. And a trained eye will be able to tell, you know, if it's done correctly. Not always even a trained eye, right? There's some solid work out there. And I need to fix some stuff up top. I'm just trying to get an anatomy with this. And then I'm going to generalize the shit out of this. See, this drops significantly. And this is why we do it basic at first, so that we can erase it very easily. Shift errors really quick. There we go, look at that. This piece here, this comes up. You alright, Dad? You okay? I'm watching Dad today. I'm gonna watch his ass. What are you doing?
Yeah.
That's not an answer. Right, he says. There we go, that's a little bit better. This comes down. I'm gonna finish the house painting. Unfortunately, not yet, but I am going to. Look, so far my plan is to work on this some, and then I'll take a quick break from streaming and then work on the house painting. But I might not get to the house painting because I might have to help my mom with something. I might have to move some of my dad's stuff, which is unfortunate. But there's nobody else to do it, so I have to. Either way, it's either I do it today or tomorrow. So, just one of the things I have to do right now. So. Bring this in just a little bit. Clean this up. See this? Let's clean that up some. We need to have definite points to measure off of, right? It'll make it much easier. This comes up here. Seems about right. Whoops. It's a bad line. Hang on 1 second, Taggy. Let's see what you got. I see sometimes people do, and even myself, is that when we draw a clothed figure, we focus on the drapery and forget what is causing this folds. And it turns out looking like a fucking blob. Studying nudes helps. Exactly, yeah. It does. It really does help. Now look, all drawing helps. All drawing helps. It does. But at the same time, you have to kind of be doing it the right way. It's possible, for example, to form bad habits. And so one of the things that I try to do is not just to stay in practice doing this type of stuff, right? This, in fact, is for a video that I'm doing on YouTube. It's going to be generalizing the drawing versus actually getting the form and having a solid sculptural drawing. But I primarily draw to stay in practice, but to also root out any bad habits that I formed while doing my work, because I do this stuff all the time. So sometimes I can do a drawing and it might actually, because of the way I'm thinking about it, because I'm being lazy, I might start forming bad habits with it. So need to be able to recognize that and rectify it, right? So it's kind of, that's what I mean. So this is going to be a good one to generalize because I just round all this stuff off. And again, that's not, this drawing, what I'm about to do to it is not what you're supposed to do. This is what not to do, all right? Now I am intentionally not drawing in that butt crack because I am paranoid about getting banned. Again, from Twitch. Hot tub streams are fine, but this stuff sometimes, you know, I censored the shit out of this drawing for a reason. Yeah, I'm salty over it. Whoops. Yeah, whatever. You know what? Oh. It's all good. I still have that footage that they banned me for. Stupid ass teacher would make us draw clothed figures in anatomy class. Sometimes I studied 60 nudes per second. Twitch knows what sells. They do, man. They do. You gotta work within the bounds sometimes, you know. It's not always, it just is what it is. We'll get it. It's all good. I'm back. I'm here. The thing that gets to me is they always point to the terms of service. And then I read it, and in it, in the nude section, in nudity, they say we really do take context into account. It has to do with context. Well, if that's the case, then why am I getting in trouble for this? Because they're like, we don't want suggestive nature. But that's their entire hot tub stream stuff. But then if they take context into account, and that's okay, well, what about this? And this apparently is not. This is bad. And so they point me to that, and it just backs up what I think. But the only thing that I was doing wrong is I did a Gaussian blur on the butt, which is essentially, it doesn't change the color, right, of the butt. It just makes it just blurs it out. So this time I actually went through and made like, obviously like a black box and put one on the boob as well. So the model would be a student, one of us, and teens nowadays tend to wear baggy ass clothing to look trendy, and the drawing would end up small head, small hands, and huge body. That's how it was back in high school for me. I used to wear baggy clothing too. Yeah, so I know what you mean. You okay, Dad? Poor guy. You like uniforms better? I never went to a place with a uniform. Are they nicer? I don't know. It's just a good social construct. I was always telling him how fuck am I going to spin. It's supposed to find a single joint. Yeah. You know, the trick with that tagging is you find something that's like obvious, like a point or something, and hopefully they don't move. with the drapery. It's very difficult to do. Lots of squinting. Work fast. So this doesn't work because I made it too sharp. Soften this. Okay. That's good. A lot of this has to do kind of with the subtle gestures and fine-tuned nature of the like all the smaller angles within the bigger forms that I'm drawing. That's going to give the gesture of this piece of the pose. I gotta be careful not to give it too much form because, again, it's what we're trying to avoid in this one, which you always want to get, but so one way to get form is to draw with the straight lines because you'll more accurately draw planes, and the better you are at drawing straight lines on a very subtle level, the more realistic your joints will start looking, the more realistic everything will start looking, right? Because it has that subtlety to it. The subtle planes will be playing off each other. That's the way to do it. So what I'm going to do in this is take that out. I'm just going to start rounding off everything, right? Most people do, I think it's curvy here, so I'm going to go through and curve it, right? That's the idea behind it. And even with the shadow shapes, I'm going to take away the shape of it and kind of fuzz everything out. It's not going to look attractive. This is the what not to do drawing, right? They moved like they're on crack, and they were allowed to take photos because they were too in love with themselves. Tagging. Bitter at the age of 18. He's seen it all. Life. Straight up. Like, chill, I'm not going to keep your ugly ass on my phone. You tell him. You tell him that. You all right, Dad? You okay? Make sure he's okay, he's just sitting there. So I have to train him to walk again. Very challenging. He has dementia. Try doing it. You all right, old man? So I want it to be like roughly anatomical, right? Shit, that was so stupid what I did. Yeah, he is living with us. The last couple of days, I've been staying with my dad and my mom at like their place, just because it's easier for him, because we all got really, really, really sick. And so he couldn't even walk. He couldn't get out. And it was too hard to get into my apartment. I think he can now. And so within the next day or two, I'm going to take him back to my place. And it's going to be much better, hopefully. Because I have him walking some. Today he's very tired because I had him get him up early for a doctor's appointment. Both, Tagian, both. He was bedridden for essentially almost a month because he had fallen and hit his head, and he had to have a stent put in, which is drain blood and such. It's really bad. Happens. So we had him. We're trying to get him rehabbed, but the rehab center just didn't do their job, and so I have to be the one to rehabilitate him. So what's tricky is, being that he doesn't know what he's doing oftentimes, he might get up forgetting that he doesn't walk that great, and he could fall back down and hurt himself. So he needs 24/7 care. But most of the time, like right now, he's too tired to really get up. And if he does, I have a sensor that will tell me, hey, he's getting up. But also I'm right here, so it's and that's one of the things. Like I said, I'm going to try to produce as much as that I can. I'm at a point in my life right now where I kind of, unfortunately, have to put my work on the back burner, which is very difficult right now for me. But we don't have any other choice, and it won't always be this way. And if I can get my dad walking and get him, get over this little hump right now, I think that things will get a little bit easier, and I'll be able to be in the studio more consistently and get the videos out that I want to. Because to be truthful, the reason why I have not been producing is this type of stuff. I'm the only person who can really help in my family, and so I'm doing that, and it takes away from work. It's unfortunate, but I have to do it. Okay, we're getting to the point where I think I can probably start. Let me check these hands up top. In fact, let me step back and look at this, because I've been just stepping close up and everything for it. So. Pretty close. It's pretty close. This might be a little bit high, just a little bit. I kind of feel like it just should be down just a little bit here, if that's there. This is here. Should be, I think, something that high, and then this would drop down just a little bit. I think. And then this is close, and it goes down just a little bit. Commissions is still having time to take care of your dad. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm trying. Just know that I'm not slacking off, and it won't always be this way. And I don't regret taking care of him. I think that we should take care of our parents. I do. And the thing is here's the fact, is that if we put him in a home, it wouldn't be good for him. I wouldn't feel at peace. I have to do it. I want to do it. And there are times when sometimes you have to sacrifice things that people would say, oh, you can't do that. You can't sacrifice your work, or this or that, but it's only temporary. And I also am not resigned to the fact that I have to really let this go. I am actually, even in my head, trying to work out how to do this, like work with him and do this at the same time, and in fact increase production. I figure that if I'm, I do believe family comes first, and I figure that if I'm more efficient and more organized, I have a better chance of getting done what I need to get done, and if I have a vision of what I want to do. And if I don't have that vision, and if I just come in every day just saying, I hope I get something done, I'm not gonna get anything done. Old man's, you awake? Yeah, he's awake. Anyway, he was growling. I thought he was like snoring. It's pretty funny. It's fun. I like being around him. It's good. Now, look, I'm really tired right now because I'll have to get up and change him in the middle of the night. Mom gave him a shit ton of water yesterday for some reason, and he just exploded twice in the middle of the night. It's just how it is right now. It's kind of funny. I find it funny. It's exhausting. But this is way better than where I was like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, because then he was living in a home that was killing him. And I was hoping and praying to get him out of there. Right? I was just waiting for people to wake up and just see this is a bad place. Right? See, when it gets like this, we clean it up. That's why I always have an eraser in hand. I never put it down on the easel. I always have it here because you want to be spontaneous. And so I'm making these little changes that I probably don't really need to make to prove the point that I'm doing in this video. Again, this is for a video. Get Daddy strong, yeah. But this is also to keep me in shape in what I need to do, which I need to not only maintain my sense of proportion and what have you, I need to be able to improve, right? So this is how we do it. Just bring this down some. No, that's not good. Yeah. So, that's the thing, is that I think this relates to, like, if you're serious and tagging, I know you are, and Annie, if you ever go into art, like, this stuff is relevant because you're going to come across things, like you might have your studio work all planned out. You might be fortunate enough to have, he's trying to get up. You see? You hear that? See? He tried to get up, notified me. Always be ready, always alert. Anyway, so like, you might have everything figured out. You're fortunate enough to have trained and this and that. You have everything set, right? But then, something like, some outside factor has to pull you away. And then you have to become creative, not just in your work, but creative to be able to work, to get to your work, right? And so that's where I'm at right now. So maybe, all this stuff. So I'm changing this, and I'm going to change this other line too, because we move body parts. We don't just move one side at the time, right? One side at a time. We want to move the whole thing all at once. And that way, we're going to get this done quicker. It's going to make sense. We can see the whole thing all at once. This is also kind of fixing up a proportional issue that was concerning before. So we put these marks down, and immediately I'm going to go through and clean this up. And these gummy erasers are nice because you can shape them however you want, right? Very easily, very quick. And so we're just going to go through, and there we have it. That's how we do it. And let's thin this wrist up a little bit. We always have to see the whole shape, right? Wrist to the elbow, that thickness there. That's how we do it. So, that's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to juggle a lot of things. And, like my mom needs help, right? So it's not just Dad, it's her too. So we have to be able to draw through this. That. I'll draw through there, and then I'll just take that out. But too. But so it's difficult seeing your dad go downhill, you know. I had to skip school to take care of mom for a short period of time. I kept drawing her while I looked after her, and I should do the same with dad. And that was very nice of you to do that, man. That's a very nice thing to do. But yeah, like, you know, it's hard seeing your dad go downhill. He helped me build, like, construct this place. He was very handy. There was a hole in the floor right behind me here that I remember it was just like dipped in. When we first got in this studio, we only had this section. All that section back here, the dark part, it wasn't here. We only had like this right here. This was a wall. So I had this small section. He helped build it in like that little hole in the ground. He took some 2x4s, filled it in, flattened it, made sure it was level, and then put tiles over, and it was perfectly flush to the floor. Like, he did that in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. We went out to Home Depot and stuff. Like, he was very handy with this stuff. So he helped me build this place. Obviously, I doubt he remembers that now, but yeah, that's, you know. Yeah. But, so, you know, like, I think parents deserve to be taken care of. You know. Yeah. But it is, you know, it's rough. And, you know, if I, like, how I deal with things, I always joke around, right? With him, I'm always like, you know, old man, goat, this and that. And, you know, if you can kind of laugh at things like that, it kind of lightens the mood, because it's heavy enough. Why do you have to, you know, be all solemn and bullshit, you know? And you probably get some moments of clarity every now and then and appreciates your efforts, company. And yeah, I agree. I think the same thing. I will say this. I don't know what's going through his head, obviously. But I can say definitively that when he was in these horrible places, this home that he was in, and then later on the rehab center, which was better than the home, they didn't get him out. He started looking gaunt. He started, you know, he was depressed. He didn't look good. He lost his strength. In 1 week, I have him up and walking, even though today's a little hard because he's really tired today. But yesterday, we took a long-ass walk. He couldn't walk a week ago. A week ago, I had to carry him up the steps like a little baby into the house. He couldn't walk at all. You know, so it's all good, you know. This drops just a little bit, like I said, so we're gonna cut this off. And then we're gonna, in a second, I'll generalize this, because I actually really want to generalize this, and I might actually lose some of the proportions when I do it, but whatever. That was bad. Oftentimes I'll get in with the left hand. That's why I always have it eraser right here. That. Something like that. We'll do that. This part, and then this kind of cuts in just a little bit actually, which I had cut in, but this comes out and then. Here we go. That's it. Cut this in. Right there. That's it. I think. Something like that. Well, I mean, I don't know about that tagging. I really don't. I don't know. I just. You gotta watch after your parents. I know people are like, well, I have obligations. I have this. I have that. I mean, hey, and it can be frustrating sometimes. It can be very frustrating. You know, when he first started losing his mind, it was a nightmare. You know, because you're like, oh, you're so sad. It's horrible. It's horrible. You know. But the way that I look at it, I don't know what you guys think, but I am under the strong impression that when you die, you're going to remember absolutely everything, and he'll remember everything up to the moment, like of his death, everything, right? A lot of people do. They have these near-death experiences and such, and it makes sense to me. I think there's value in everything that we do. And I don't think it's going to be lost. I think there's value in taking care of them. And I think that's very important. So he's gonna know. Almost broke this. He's gonna know everything that happened, and he's gonna appreciate it. And I think even right now, just seeing how much more lively he is after being at home for a week and around people is an indicator of what's right and what's wrong to do. To me, it's not right to have him. Now, look, some people don't have any choice. It's like, they don't have the strength to deal with somebody, right? Physically they can't do it. Maybe they're, yeah, I agree with that, Laura. Yeah. Like people who shirk off the responsibility and just do what's easy, they're gonna, they become weak. This is true for anybody. And it happens like, all of us make little compromises here and there. People do it on different levels, right? It's important to watch after them, though. And I enjoy it. I do enjoy it. Look, I'll say this. I am tired right now. I'm tired because I don't feel like I have any time to myself. It's kind of one of those times where it's like you can't really see the light at the end of the tunnel. But it's an adjustment. Shit. Let me sharpen this because I did something to it. It's not drawing right. Goat! Look at you, it's all fat, sitting there bald, taking shit. Got old. See? That's how I talk to him. What you doing, huh? Oh! Went to kicked my foot against the wood. Alright, guys. Let's do this. So here we have the basic blocking. The thing is, society is fucking stupid sometimes, and they're getting dumber too with a lot of things, right? They just are. They do stupid stuff. I like listening to, it's like, so I'm drawing with a B right there. That's a B, so there you go. So I'm drawing this. I'm also looking at this entire piece right here, and this actually does need to come up a little bit, I think. This is too much the same. Look at this. This actually, here, this is going to come up some. Something like that, and then let's bring this up just a little bit too. Actually, it comes up about there, and then this part's going to come up a little bit more. Let's try that. Let's try it. All right. We'll start generalizing this. Normally I would be talking about sharps and softs and this and that, but I'm just going to go through and draw this like most people would. Okay? So I'm just I need to really smooth this one out. This actually comes up. See, this is not how to draw. Again, I repeat, not how to draw. Don't do what I'm doing here. Notice I'm not using straight lines anymore. This is for video. I'm showing you guys what not to do. Okay. Let's sharpen this. Old goat! Hey, you hungry? You want some shit? I'll give you a sandwich. You want a sandwich? I'll give him a sandwich really quick. Eat this shit. You eat this? Ready? Hold your hands out. Eat that shit. There you go, eat. Eat, 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 eat. Good man. Give him the rest of that. All right. This is actually going to take a little bit of effort, I think. So I have to get this super smooth. Maybe I use my hands. Maybe, like, I have not smudged in such a long time. Which is a viable method. Only, like, the thing I don't like is getting your grease, you know, the greasy hands into the paper. That is like a downside to it, but you can still create a very solid drawing with smudging. I'm not totally against it in other words. So, very hesitantly, don't ban me, Twitch. Please don't ban me, Twitch. I'm being good, Twitch. Please. Please. Look, I'm not doing detail, Twitch. Please don't do anything to me. Please, Twitch. Fuck you. Pisses me off. This should be okay. Sorry, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it. You want me to use the sponges? Atmospheric. Goat! Eaten. Is it good? You like it? You get him some water too. Guys. I like to express myself, you know. There we go. We just have to smooth it out. We just keep smoothing it out. This is how not to draw. See, that's like a fine effect right there, but I'm going to try to make more of a solid effect like that. There we go. All right. Just gotta keep on working this up. So this is how we're gonna keep on trying to smooth this out. You okay, Dad? Let's give me this other piece. Here we go. Ready? Eat. Good? No, you eat. That's yours. I want you to eat. Oh, thank you. No, you eat. You eat. You're hungry. You need it, okay? You gain your strength. You get strength back. You're walking before he knows it. All right, so we can't have form. It's hard because like that's the thing that I always look for. I always look for form. So I'm gonna have to be creative here to do this like totally the wrong way. I'm so good. If I wasn't so good, I wouldn't have to try to do it the wrong way. I just that so advanced. Yes, very fine-tuned painter, draftsman. I know everything. Good. I'm not blocking it with my giant nose. Go easy on me, Twitch. Please don't. We're still up. He's laughing. Please be gentle on me, Twitch. This is classical drawing, Twitch. This is not, well, you like hot tubs. Maybe I'll start saying, this is a hot tub stream, Twitch. Okay, hot tub stream. This is not classical art. Classical art is bad. This is hot tub. Smooth it out. Let's smooth this. Smooth it out. No definite shapes. What do? We normally, like, in beginner drawings, we'll see this area totally modeled. And everything else is just blocked in. That's what we do. I hate doing this. I honestly hate doing this. Lose the drawing. Lose the drawing. You gotta get rid of all the subtle shadow shapes that we never had them in the first place, so this should be pretty easy. It should just be nice and fuzzed and faded on. All right. Ooh, what'd you get? What'd you get? I'm trying these new paints from Nova. They're superior quality. They're all light, fast, and amazing for murals. Ooh, cool. Don't hurt me, Twitch. What can I get away with here? This is a hot tub stream. You like hot tub streams, okay? This is not fine art. Don't ban me, please. Don't ban me. Oh, wait, that might be too dark. Let me catch everything else up here. It's an apple stem, Twitch. This is a stem from an apple. Give me a chance, Twitch, to prove that this is not what you think it is. 1 second, Twitch. Okay. Colors red, orange deep, transparent red oxide, raw and burnt sienna, Venetian red, antique, copper, phthalo green and blue green. Yes. It's awesome. Yes. Funny, huh, old man? Yeah, he says, yeah. Look at that. For painting cars? Your car? Ooh, all right. Generalized. This is going to be way more generalized too, because so far this is kind of, I have to say, where it's going to end up. It'll be obvious, but this is not bad to even develop the drawing this way. Just moving this stuff in the way I curved it instead of like hatching it out, that was not good. All right, about to buy some new oil colors. I'm buying essentials. I need the addition of light red and olive green. I've seen olive green work nicely in the flesh. 6, yeah, if it isn't Blizzard's most wanted. Yes. 6. I haven't done it, but I almost bought Diablo 4. I was so bored, but I haven't done it. I've stayed strong. So the thing is, eventually I'll probably get it. Blizzard's most wanted. It was such a boring weekend. It was so boring. Don't do it. I know. I didn't. I don't have it. I don't have anything to do. When I need to unwind, I don't have anything I can do. Literally nothing. Zerx, I am doing a drawing how you're not supposed to do a drawing. I'm going to make it all generalized. So far it looks decent, which I actually don't like. Okay. You all right? Okay. Generalizing the drawing. We're going to make all the edges the same. I'm finding it a little bit difficult to do that, honestly. Let's generalize this shit. We're just rounding it off. It doesn't even have the subtlety that I normally put into it. This is what not to do, Zerx. Zerx, when you're drawing, when you draw at the end of the day, which I know you spend several hours at the end of the day drawing seriously, don't draw it like this, Zerx. Don't draw it like this. This is what I'm trying to avoid. Look at that. Let's generalize this. We're going to take this piece out. Oh yeah, that's very generalized. Look at that. I'm good at this. Shit, that wasn't good. That mark seems harmless, but that's actually hard to get out. Watch. Oh, never mind, I got it. Alright, so I'm going to fade this up. I have no idea what you... I know you don't. I know you don't. I know you have no idea what I mean. That's why it's fun talking to you about this. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. Zerks right here. So there would normally be shadow shape right here, Zerks. You know, you just want to kind of fade this up. This is how... never do this in your work, Zerks. This is the worst thing you could possibly do. Nice and generalized. Smooth it over. No form, no form. Right? He says yes. The old man sitting there thinking, shit, got old. Brain doesn't work. Just keep on squinting. I've been playing the same music. Let me change the music some. Yeah, he's here with me. He's I'll show you in a second. It's kind of funny. We get new music on. Let's go for something. This. And let's get. That was Mozart. Let's listen to a little bit more about something different from. There we go. This might be loud. Yep. Turn it down some. There we go. That's fine. Hey, Lokimo, what's up? Try number two, getting banned by Twitch. They'll tell you the drawing is mature. I know. I've been warning Twitch when I'm working on the butt or the boob, saying, please, Twitch, don't ban me. Here's the old man. Give me a sec. The old goat right here. Pinching his head. Bald old man head. This goes up. There he is. What the hell? And he got pants on? How'd this happen? There he is. I have him on a sensor, so if he gets up, it goes off. Y'all heard it once. Wait, he doesn't fall and bust his head open again. Oh, Elohimo. My rage still made me stay faithful to my rage, and I have not gotten Diablo 4 yet, even though I was feeling it yesterday, this morning. You know, I'm angry. I told you I am banned from Warcraft right now for a couple days. Sorry, at some point. That's how you know you're doing good work in the world, Lewis, because you're getting banned all over the place. I am, but I know what you mean by that. In game though, I kind of deserved the first one, and the second one I didn't. I feel like I'm developing so many bad habits. This is not a good exercise for me to do. Hard time to decide if I should use paint time in Diablo 4 or Diablo 4 time painting. I should use paint time. I should use paint time or Diablo 4 time painting. I don't know what that means. So you have time to either paint or play Diablo 4? Is that what you're saying? Dude, I don't know. Paint. Screw Blizzard. Screw Blizzard. All right, so Ilokima, this is how, like, I'm generalizing the drawing. This is how you do not draw a drawing, right here. And I'm gonna do another one, which I already kind of have one hatched out, of one that is done with form, and this is gonna be in a video. You got paints from Russia, mother Russia. I don't know why I said mother. Yeah, what kind of paints? This is wrong. I have to say, doing this is teaching me what I will say of why drawing like this is bad, because I'm literally having to ignore so many things that make a drawing good to do this. And the main thing is just the understanding of anatomy. I'm having to ignore that. Oh, son of a bitch. Did I just go through and erase this with that stroke? Damn it. Whatever. Fixed in an instant. Bitches. Soviet Russia. Paints you go. Paints got you. Is that green, English red, cerulean blue. This is some big ass hog hair brushes. Ooh, I like it. I like your approach, Hirokimo, because you, my dear boy, are going and doing some excellent studies, right? Ah, Ilokimo, my dear boy. What's tagging? Tagging still here. Jose is my last class until September. Are you gonna work over the summer? Twitch. Go gentle on me, Twitch. This is totally blurred out, Twitch. Thank you, Twitch. It's the hot tub stream. Maybe I'll just label this hot tub stream and then I can do whatever I want. It won't get banned next time. I'll get more viewers. That's the way to go. It's all about the views. Doesn't matter. That was Mozart's motto. It's all about the views, bitches. That's what he used to say. Look it up. Rotating the pencil to the sharper side. You can't see it, but it is happening. I am generalizing this. That's not a good thing to do. I am doing this on purpose for a video. I feel the need to continuously state this. I'm starting to get a feel of how transparent pigments works and are used. Tagging, are you there? I don't think he is. I think he's gone. Make sure this is on too, because I need to check, make sure no one's called. Wait, you check the pic of your key to make sure it's mine. I'll go over and see I have your key. Let me call my mom really quick. Sorry, guys. It's off. Maybe I don't need this anymore. Give me 1 second. I need to make sure she's doing okay. 61%. I don't need that. That's fine. Just give me 1 second here. I'm muting this just for a sec, guys. Okay, here we go. I'm back. Sorry. All right. What, Dad? Here we go. All right. Neil Okima had a jet. Just going to keep on trying to overmodel this. Generalize, generalize, generalize. So we're just gonna, like a lot of fading out, right? We fade certain areas. And again, it's not the way to do it, because when we fade, we're not really observing all the form. We're not really thinking about, you know, the subtle anatomy. And that subtle anatomy is what makes it, you know, look real. And I'm talking about too, like I'm doing the same thing on the contour. I'm curving things that should have subtle angle breaks to it, that when you stand back and you look, it looks much, you know, much clearer, much nicer and such. So. There we go. Here we're just going to kind of fuzz and fade things. There's not going to be really any definite shape. And this is kind of the idea behind it. So this drawing, again, is a very poor example of what to do. All right, Laura. I'll see you. Thanks for being here. Go be diligent, get something done. Make a video we're all proud of. I'll see you. Continue to generalize this on purpose. This is an example of what not to do. There we go. As in everything that I do, there is a reason behind this. Madness. Go easy on my Twitch. Thank you. Let's do that, and then we're going to go over and smooth this out even more, which I normally do not do, but I'm doing that again. This is a generalization drawing. it's a ball. Ugh. Are you trying to get up?
No.
No? You know what, guys? I'm going to actually end this stream here, but I'm going to stream in a couple minutes. I'm going to do oil painting, but I'm going to get up, walk my dad around, take a break, and probably switch projects, and we'll finish this one later. It's enough bad practice for the moment, but I'll be streaming within the hour, I think. Anyway, for the two people who are here, thank you very much.